I heard growing up that you need to visualize things. I grew up playing soccer, and they always say visualize the match. And I never really understood it, never really got it. And several years ago, I started, I don't know if the skill, if like some neurons connected in my brain, something happened where I started visualizing very concretely waking up and working out in the morning. And I'd lay my clothes out and I'd visualize when my alarm goes off, I'm going to get out of bed. I visualize myself hitting the alarm, dropping down to my knees, doing my morning offering and my prayer, putting my clothes on, going to the gym. I'd picture my workout routine. When I started doing that, my workout, the probability of me working out skyrocketed, like not 100%, but probably 90%. And then I thought, whoa, I wonder if I can do that with work. And then I started visualizing my sales calls. 8 years ago, my business had $60,000 in revenue, and today it has $23 million in revenue. And it's I've visualized all this, and some would say manifesting. I don't know if I like that term. I don't even really know what it means,
It
but
just
I
means to
think
bring to reality.
to bring to reality. So, in which case, there is a higher likelihood that I will meet reality where I want to if I have visualized it beforehand. So, this brings me to the quote about rejecting mediocrity and deliberately challenging ourselves beyond competence. How can we, from your perspective, how have you used visualization to get to the next level, to challenge yourself? How do you use that with your clients? How have you seen other people do it?
Personally, even from the very beginning of entrepreneurship, is just to have a dream. Have a dream and then see yourself doing that and being that kind of person. Um, the way that I use visualization now, I don't do this perfectly. I try to, but at night I have habits of PVT and then the morning PVD. Plan, visualize tomorrow. Plan, visualize day in the morning. And
Yeah.
essentially, and I don't know how much I believe in this, but I like it. Is that, and I don't think this is completely true. So just take this with a grain of salt. Is that as humans, we're seeking an emotion. Why do you want that raise? Why do you want to be on that podium? Why do you want to hit that finish line? Why do you want to hit that weight? Why do you want to marry that person? And obviously there's greater things than just that emotion of the moment. But sometimes that's probably like the carrot and the stick. We want to hit that emotion. So if we're chasing the emotions, I think the key thing with visualization is not just to see it, but what's the emotion you want to have at that very moment? What are you chasing? And then from there, cultivating that emotion now so that you are actually there now. Because the time, I think time it's I don't know if it's a way, I don't know what time is, but I know that we experience time because our molecules are moving so slow. So that's just a different thing to keep in mind. Um, so long story short, having an emotion attached to what you see or what you visualize, it could be simple, simple visualization. But I knew on this podcast, I was going to be energized. I was not going to be boring and mundane. I wanted to show up with the best that I could to make sure that I produce at least something listenable. Um, there's that. So visualization, I think it always starts, have a dream. And I think as an immigrant, as a minority, that's all I grew up with, that always have a dream. Don't stop dreaming. Don't settle. Don't quit on your dreams. Even like in my 30s, apparently I'm a dude. Okay, so males in 30s, some can't do pull-ups. Some can't sprint. The number of people that can sprint. Some people can't, like all these different things because they gave up on their dreams. Some people stop dreaming. And life is hard. Life is not easy. I can't guarantee that life is going to be easy. It's definitely not. But the key thing is
I can
to
actually
not.
guarantee life will be hard. I can guarantee that right now. Everyone
Life is an
listening.
adventure.
Like,
Life is a journey. Life is it's an epic. It's for some reason it's that way. Um, but the key thing is to keep having hope and seeing who you want to be and striving to be. Because the day that you stop striving, you will go backwards. And I think that's a principle of life: is that you're neither steady state. You're either growing or you're dying in a certain aspect. And the beautiful thing is, and to answer the second part of your question, is that you can just do this for one area of your life: physical, body, maybe health, relationships, or maybe work. Just focus on an area of your life